And now to a Team 10 investigation. There are several large high-rise apartments and condominium complexes throughout San Diego without life-saving fire sprinkler systems.
Team 10 investigator Melissa Messiha started asking questions, and Melissa, changes could be coming after you brought up a report from the city.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. Fire officials now taking a second look at those buildings because of the report that I pointed out. Right now, there are more than a dozen high-rise buildings throughout San Diego without fire sprinklers, and that's because they were exempt from a city ordinance back in the 1990s.
Fire sprinklers helped stop this fire at a downtown building where people live earlier this year.
There is no doubt that fire sprinklers are the answer for life safety in buildings.
But Team 10 found there are a number of apartments and condo complexes without sprinklers. Eddie Collins lives in one of them.
A little bit stressful. You know, I think they would think a little bit more about having some kind of safety mechanism in the case of fire.
His building, Westminster Manor, will be getting sprinklers soon, but there are no plans to improve about a dozen other buildings. Here's a map of the condos and apartments without sprinklers. Many are in and around downtown, a few in the La Jolla area.
Why were they never required to have sprinklers?
I don't have that answer now. I know when the ordinance was passed, it was something that was looked at from everybody that was involved. Sometimes they can be or they can't be retrofitted. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and there is a money component to it.
I did some research and found a grand jury report from 2006 that recommended sprinklers to older buildings like this one, saying it would save lives and property. I asked the fire marshal whatever happened to those recommendations.
Perry didn't know about the report. Team 10 did more digging and found at the time Mayor Jerry Sanders agreed with the grand jury. Sanders said the buildings will be retrofitted with fire sprinkler systems. Perry took this to the fire chief and other city officials. He's now drafting a new report, and recommendations will be made to the buildings without these life-saving devices.
And that report will be finalized by next month. Perry did point out the older buildings without fire sprinklers do have fire alarms and must be inspected every year. Now, if you want to see which buildings currently don't have sprinklers, we posted the whole list on 10news.com. I'm Melissa Messiha, Team 10.